Hello, back again. This will be my cassette update. I made another cassette haul the other day. Spoke about that in part 2 of the vinyl update now. We are listening to some Ralph Lundsten in the background on vinyl. I showed those albums in my last video. Check that out if you haven't. This is Ralph Lundsten Trolltagen playing right now on side 1. So, magical nature electronic stuff. Okay, onwards to the cassettes, because this will be a shorter video than the other ones. Deodato, I paid 5 Swedish crowns for all of these, so that's under $1. Deodato Whirlwinds. Deodato I didn't know before, but I have watched many, of course, as all of us, Derek's videos. He has spoken about Deodato and showed some records, and yeah, this was really good. CTI, I listened to this in the forest. Afterwards I had bought this, I took my Walkman into the woods and a blanket. It was a beautiful day, so I laid on that blanket and watched the trees and the birds fly, and just took strength out of nature and the music, two of my favorite parts in life. And this was beautiful. And then jazz, it's proggy at times. I believe Deodato is from Brazil, right? I do not know anything about him. But this was CTI on 1974, but Telic, these labels had come off, but I actually just glued them on right now, before this video, because I like to keep everything in as good a shape as possible. So this was a really surprising find here in a little town in Sweden, Deodato. Another one I showed in my last cassette video, I showed Trace 2, the birds, and the album about birds. And this is, I found the first one, Trace, so it's Dutch prog, jazzy at times, classically inspired. Rick van der Linde from Exception, as I said. Really good, I love this one. Love this one. I want both on record someday, but I'm really happy to have the cassettes. They sound amazing as well on my Yamaha deck and my old Walkman as well. Really good to have both of that. Mot Vind on Nacksving Records, this Swedish prog. Took a chance on this. It's kind of poppy, but still politically left Swedish prog. This was released back in 78, so it's quite late, but very poppy. But played this, as I said, I took a couple of these with me to my cabin, where I celebrated the midsummer, and listened to them in my tape deck, or little mini system, I had to say, as I don't have any turntable there yet. Didn't want to bring CDs, so I wanted to play lots of Swedish music, so this was one of them. Some other stuff that I brought along there, which wasn't Swedish, it was Bisaya, and this is Heads, beautiful cover. Also Roger Dean, I showed my first Bisaya record in my last finds here now, and this is an earlier of their albums from 74. I believe the other one was 76. Tildek, also German pressed cassette, fun band, fun record. One of my favorite ones from Mike Oldfield, Omadon. So I was really happy about this one. I have his first 3 albums on vinyl, also some others, but those are my favorite ones. And I have that box set also with the different mixes, but I'm really happy to find this one. I would like all of them, all of the 3 first ones on cassette, but you don't find the good Mike Oldfield stuff on cassette here. And I really love that cover. This one's on Virgin, of course, 75. One record cassette record album I did not have is Janne Schaffer. I need to get his first and his second, and it's not so hard to find and not so expensive either. But I found this second album of his on cassette. Doesn't he look a lot like Ozzy? I've always thought he looks like Ozzy. But Janne Schaffer is a brilliant guitarist here in Sweden. Proggy and jazzy. This is an instrumental album. Really fucking brilliant. I played this so many times this weekend at Midsummer. Yeah. Really cool. Feel good album, of course. So I'm really obsessed to find this one, and also the first one. Would like on cassette the first one. I hope to find that. I'm not supposed to go back there, but yeah, I'm going to get back there, you know, to find more tapes. I'm quite building up a quite good cassette collection now. Another one of the Swedish prog classics, Mikael Ramel, the third album, tredje skivan here. Now this is a bit worn, but it plays. This was released in 77, and this has musicians like Kenny Åkesson from Kebnekaise, also Monica Zetterlund, the well-known Swedish jazz vocalist that passed away a few years back. She was great. Really hard to find her records right now, but yeah, Swedish prog, easy, not heavy at all, but very hippie-esque. I want to find his first and second also, but I really love the cover on that one. Okay, pause now to change sides. Back again. I've changed size. I have not changed size at all, but sides. Got me some more coffee. Moving on with some Bush. Yeah, sorry about that. Kate Bush. Never Forever, of course, with the beautiful cover. It's really more beautiful on record. I love that cover. It must be one of my favorite covers in Gatefolds of all time. Still getting used to her voice actually, but I think in a few years I will really enjoy it. I enjoy it now, but I think I will get more fascinated by it. The same way as I think my progression with Björk was. First I hated Björk. I couldn't tolerate her voice or so. But now, you know, I just want to marry her and have children and just be a grandmother and yeah, build a little house of ice and just but I love Björk now, and maybe I will even love some Bush, some Kate Bush later. But I liking this, and beautiful. I had to pick that up as it was cheap, and I don't see this album on cassette. Like I said before, I want to see crappy things on cassette. Okay. Let's see. This, I bet you all know what this is. I got this book the other day. I've only seen the movie, of course, many times. I found this book at the same place I bought the tapes, Charity Shop. secondhand shop, whatever you want to call it, thrift store. Got this for cheap. And before that I found this. I got the DVD, got the book here now, because it will be a very violent and shocking read, I imagine. It's not so thick, but can be a very interesting read. And I found this, which I've never seen. This is the original music, what was supposed to be the original music to the soundtrack. Now I want to get the soundtrack on vinyl too. I actually saw that at the record fair, but yeah, I wanted to buy other stuff for people and stuff, so I didn't bother. But not much of this was used in the movie, but this is electronic music done to the movie in the first place. And I imagine, I haven't listened to the whole tape, just the beginning, some parts, because I want to save it to a kind of a moment where I feel comfortable to listening to this. But I imagine it's quite creepy electronical music, maybe somewhat hard to listen to, but you know, I couldn't pass this up, as I like the weird stuff, you know. It says Walter Carlos, but I believe I read somewhere Walter was maybe Wendy. Don't take that for granted, what I'm telling you in that case, because I really can't remember properly. I will look into that. But this is on CBS. Label is coming off here, so I need to glue that. In 72. So this will indeed be interesting. I've never seen this record or anything CD, and it's very weird that just like 2 minutes later I found this one, which I've never seen in book form here in Sweden, where I have been. So very weird, but yeah, will be interesting read and interesting listening to this electronic. Getting more into electronic music, as you can tell. Okay, this is later stuff, but anyway, had to pick this up. I love ELP, the first like 5-6 albums, up to, you know, that cheesy On the Beach. But yeah, I had to pick this up. Works 1 and 2, so to complete. And yeah, it's ELP, so yeah, have to get that. Tarkus must be one of the best albums, you know, in the progressive rock genre ever, and one of the best covers ever. Last one, the most maybe cheesy one of them all, but yeah, had to get some more Santana. This one I picked up because it has Buddy Miles here on it a little bit as well. As I said, I love the Color Santana and Buddy Miles, the early stuff. This is much later. This is in the 80s. This is on a red, quite nice red CBS tape. But yeah, this is from 86 or so. But anyway, you know, I've seen this record a few times, but Santana tape, I can't pass that up. They had more Santana, like I said last time, but yeah. So 12 tapes. That was my little new cassette haul. My cassette shelves are full, so I need to get more of those, I suppose. I'm really happy about building up my cassette collection as well. You know, I used to love listening to tapes when I was a little Sara, going to holiday in Denmark and going to the ocean and swim and just, yeah. Through, like many of us Swedes, you know, we had played cassette tapes in car and threw them out. Just like thrash. And when you change car or grew up, got CD and that stuff. So I'm really happy to find quality, great sounding cassettes now with my new cassette deck, and also found my old Walkman. I will show that another time because it's the greatest cassette, Walkman portable cassette player I've ever had, and it's quite weird looking. So anyway, see you soon. We soon do some contest or threads replies again. Also got a very nice package from Shad the other day, and I will listen to that a bit more and get back and show you guys what I got in a trade from Shad. Been busy with life, stuff one has to do, one has to go through, but I will do more videos, and I hope you enjoy these ones. Go out digging, cassette digging, vinyl digging. Go out and find music that you love. See you soon.